Talk and sing with Miss Speech.
Hi, I'm Miss Natalie. I'm a speech language pathologist. I also put out videos under the name Miss Speech, and most of those are geared toward toddlers and preschoolers learning language development. Today I thought we'd talk about something different, and that's articulation. A lot of speech language pathologists work on articulation, especially in the schools. This is how our sounds are produced. So the toughest one is R, and I thought we would start with that. There's lots of different kinds of R. There's R at the beginning of the word. There's R in consonant blends. There's R in the medial and final position, which are influenced by vowels. Lots of different ways your mouth can move to say R, but we're going to talk about the most important things today. One of the most important things is your tongue. You see here, I have a little puppet with the tongue in there. Now, if my tongue lays flat at the bottom of my mouth, when I try to say R, it sounds like If my tongue is up and pulled back, then my R is going to sound more like You need to use your tongue. It's a muscle to be strengthened. I always tell my students to keep it up, back, and tight when they are saying their R sound. So let's work on an exercise to help with that. This tongue in this puppet is narrow, but really you need to flatten out your tongue and widen it so that it touches the back of your, the top molars there. So watch this. I say the sound E. If you say the sound E, can you feel your molars, your tongue touching your molars up there? Those are your back teeth. Ready? Try it. E. My tongue is wide, it's touching those back teeth, and it's pulled up and back. E. Now, if I want to make that into a word, I'm going to say ear. And my tongue, all it did there was go to the E position and then get pulled back a little tighter. And it goes ear. Now, I always tell my students to raise their hand when they start to hear the R. So let's do an example. Watch me. Ear. I can hear it and I can feel it. My tongue is strong, it's pulled up and back, and it's making the sound that we are trying to make. One more thing that's important, if you look at this here, the lips are not rounded. If you make round lips, especially in the beginning of a word, you're gonna sound like W. Watch this. Rainbow. Now watch this. Rainbow. You hear how that's different? So that's a lot better when you smile, make your lips really strong. Rainbow. And even purse them out just a little bit. You need to feel your tongue working in your mouth and not your lips working. All right, I didn't talk about that there's two types of R. There's a bunched and a retroflex R, but really what's important is that your tongue is anchored, it's strong, it's up, it's pulled back, and that your lips are not rounded. Now, we're gonna work on the initial R for several words here, so I'm gonna give you some practice time. Watch me first. Rocket. You do it. Let's try it again. Rocket. Okay, now let's try another word. Rainbow. See my lips and feel my tongue? Rainbow. It's tight, it's up, it's back. How about a color? Red. You say it. If it's sounding like wed, watch your lips. Make sure your tongue is working and not your lips. Red. Okay, two more. Rake. You do it. Rake. Good. And last one, let's do this one. Is it wing or is it ring? Watch me smile. Ring. Very good. Now for the next little part, I'm going to put up pictures of all of these things on the screen so you won't hear a model. You're going to see the picture and then you're going to say it 3 times every time you see the picture. Good luck! Remember, if we don't have a correct placement at first, we don't want to practice too much because we want to practice it correctly. So if you feel pretty confident and it's sounding pretty good, then go ahead and practice these next few words. Awesome job! I hope you had a really good time working on R today. Don't forget your lips and your tongue up, back, and tight. Good job.